find. Welcome into this life transformation show with Sunday Raphael Jigo. I am so grateful that you are here. The song with the background is by Lady Amina from South Sudan. Gala na dor fi dunia na maligo damana, ana maligo kulasa, ana maligo fara. Lahada na rija wara ligisu ya maligo haya. What a song. Thank you, Lady Amina, for that beautiful song. And let me know where you're watching from. This is one of the greatest show that is really coming up so high. So many people are sharing this show. So many people are interested about the topic of this show. And I said that it was very hard for me to talk about this. Let me just reduce the volume a little bit. It was very hard for me to start talking about this topic, but it is relieving. It is transforming. It is like delivering me. So talking about it is in itself is healing for me, and I know for many others. So many people commented on yesterday's topic, and I believe that they are being transformed. They are being changed. That they are letting go of any difficult emotions, because it's not for that person who hurts them or that situation that happened, but it's for their own health, to have peace of mind. It is for my own health. I realized when I let it go, I have more peace, I have more clarity in my mind, I have more concentration on whatever I do. So today we are talking about turning our pain into power. How our emotions are our energy. You know, our emotions, they are not just, I just have a note here that I've written that emotions are not just feelings, they are energy in motion. They are even me, if I am so angry, I become so weak. I become so weak, or maybe I become so strong. Sometimes it differs. If it is the anger emotion, become very strong, we wanted to fight, which is not right. So if we can turn that energy into strength, into power, into doing something positive instead of putting that energy into a negative thing. There was a time I was really mad. I was so disappointed. I was so hurt. And I was so angry that it was very hard for me to even come back. But I just asked myself, where will this take me? Where will this take me? If I concentrate on the negative, it hurts me because I don't have sleep. I overthink about it, overthinking about it, why it happened, and it drained me. There was a moment, even when I was in Uganda, I could rarely get up on my bed because I became so weak of thinking why. I wanted to find out the reason. I concentrated much of my energy on just that negative emotion, thinking why it happened, why, analyzing so many things. But after going for a while like that, and I have not seen any positive result, what was going on was I was getting weak. I was feeling pain. I was feeling like heart attack. You see, it cost me a lot of challenges, but I said, what? Why should I concentrate on this negative emotion? I just need to think about myself, because it can lead me into a very terrible situation if I don't come out of it. So I have to divert my mind to just think of what I want it to be. You see how I just turned it to be positive, what I wanted to be and how I wanted to be myself, how that successful Sunday is going to be. I started thinking about how beautiful things I am going to do, how many connections I'm going to have all over the world. Yes, for today we are having a talk show by one of my business partners in Malawi, and next week Saturday we are going to have by one of my business partner in Canada. Oh my God! See how I thought that if I can think positive about myself, what I can do for myself, how I can really try. I start imagining positive things that could happen to me, and I start asking myself, why did I waste all this time having this negative emotion? I know something happened, it was wrong, it was not right, but I don't need to concentrate on it. I just ask myself, God, what do you want me to learn in this situation? What do you want me to learn? What do you want me? When do you want me to pass to the next class? Those were my words. In that difficult time, I asked God, when am I passing to the next class? Because I know every level of lifting, there is a challenge. And when that challenge comes, it promotes me to the next lesson, even to the next class, just like anyone else, a child being put in school after being put in a pressure for test, promoted to the next class. So those were my question. I was asking God, when am I passing to the next class? When am I passing to the next class so that I can get out of these emotions? So what I did was I started doing affirmations. That negative energy that I had, I started turning it to thinking what I can do. I started doing graphics. I started learning how to do Canva, how to practice to do Canva. I really spent a lot of time practicing and writing things down, having affirmations. Oh, I started seeing a relief in myself. I started just feeling that lightness, that peace that comes into my heart. I said, oh my God, I would have killed myself. Oh my God, negative emotions are really bad. I am talking out of experience. It is very difficult. If you don't get out of it quickly, you may just drown in it. And if no one helps you get out, and sometimes I have also seen some people that when they're in their negative emotions, it is very hard for them to understand because their mind has shut down. I have seen people who even don't want your advice or your support. They may think you are against them. It's because they don't see the positive side of what you are trying to do. It's because they're already deep in the negative thoughts. So negative thoughts is not only just an emotion, or when you're hurt, this negative emotions, it's not just an emotion, but it is energy coming out of you. You can feel weak, you can feel more stronger. But I just thought if I can do something just to improve myself, not to show that person, I just don't want to show that person that did something wrong, but I just wanted to prove to myself that I am still worthy. I just want to prove to myself that Sunday, you are going to be better than what you think. Even what others think, it's not for them, but it is for me. It is for my own self. So I started coming up slowly as I do affirmations. I write down, I journal down my affirmations. I write down my affirmations in different parts of the house where I go frequently, most especially in the kitchen. I put there, I am worthy, I am enough, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am determined, I am courageous, I am wanted, the world wants me. I write those things. And it helps me gradually come out of that negative feeling, that negative energy. And I came out slowly. And now when I already had my business, but then I started up the business, even when I was in my difficult emotion. It was in my difficult time that I wanted to turn the difficult situation to be something that I can remember what happened at that time. When I was having a very difficult time, I had to start up something that can really change my life. So I started up the business. I did not know the business. I did not know more knowledge. I didn't have more understanding on it. So I concentrated most of my time to understand more about the business, the concept. I started just concentrating on something new, something good. I started going live dancing with myself or sometimes with my children, and that helps me a lot. So negative energy can really be changed. Guess what? Now, what this business has done for me, it's because this turning a negative emotion into positivity, turning that negative emotion. I said yesterday, it's not for that person that did whatever that they did or that situation that happened, but it's for your own good. It's for your own peace of mind. It's for your own safety. It's for your own health. So it was for my own good. So I was thinking that when I was in that negative emotion, I was thinking, oh my God, I may get heart attack. I was just thinking of the sicknesses that can come. I may get cancer. I was just thinking these negative things. But when I started thinking, oh, why should I think of that? Those things are not in me yet. So I have to divert my mind to say affirmations to myself and get myself out of that, redirect my mind when it has gone negative, thinking negative. I just want to ask myself if I think I am not worthy. I ask myself, why do I think I am not worthy? I start questioning my thoughts, and that helps me get out of that negative energy and also turning it into my strength. So one thing that is very important is to acknowledge the pain, to acknowledge that emotion. It might be hurt, it could be pain, it could be disappointment, it could be something that is not right, or maybe it could be something that is joyful. There are sometimes even you cannot be able to control the joy. I have my children here. I have two of them. If they start laughing, you may think they are crying. They can start laughing until they cannot control themselves. There are people like that. And I really have these children who have, if they are very excited, it's very hard to control them. They start crying. It becomes also risky for them. I start getting worried. Why are you laughing like that? Why did you put yourself in that condition? So emotions are energies. The first thing is to acknowledge the pain, or acknowledge that emotion, that it exists, and recognize that there is a lesson. There is a lesson. I normally say to myself, God, what do you want me to learn from this? What do you want to build in me through this emotion? Because I know everything has a lesson. There is nothing that comes for nothing. Everything that comes in our life comes with a purpose. And I just wanted to say that not every struggle, every emotional, every challenge that comes our way has come to destroy us. It has come to build our resilience. It has come to build our character. It has come to build up, to strengthen up our emotions. It has come to do great work. We just need to just understand, what exactly am I to learn from this? During my difficult time, I just learned that people are just people. You can't rely on them. You cannot depend on them. You cannot trust them 100%. The only person I can trust 100% is God. So I understood also people can be wrong and they can be right too. I can be wrong. I can be right too. I also learned that I just don't need to concentrate on what happened. I need to concentrate is what is to happen, because that which has already happened, it has already happened. I may not have any way to change it. I just have to learn from the lessons that I got and to improve whatever that is ahead of me. I learned there's a lot for me to do in those difficult moments, so I don't need really to concentrate my energy in that negative thought. I just need to be like floating. I just need to float on top. I don't need to dive deep in that emotion. No, I did not want. Even when we came here, we were affected by the flood. There was a lot I could have gotten worried, but in that difficult time, I just thought of something good. I started this a life transformation show when we did not have electricity in our house. And things were not in its place. But instead of me concentrating on it, or maybe just sitting there, I can get distracted. So I decided to divert the energy to doing something positive, something that can change my life, and something that can also transform someone's life. So I started up this show, this life transformation show, just to know that every situation is just temporary. They can come and they can go. So if we make decisions based on the wrong emotions or the wrong situation that happened, we may miss it. So acknowledging the pain, acknowledging the struggle, so that I just wanted that struggle to give me a lesson that can fuel up my performance, that can fuel up my transformation in very soon. So another thing is to refrain from the experience. Instead of asking why it's happening to me, what is I just need to know, what lesson am I learning here? What lesson am I learning? So it is for my own good. Some people may say it in a different way. They may say, "Oh, she is defeated. She are not." No, you are not defeated. You are strong. You are not weak. You are strong. When you let it go, you are not weak. You are strong. It is good you acknowledge. Even I just love also to know my weakness, to know my strength, to know even in that situation of where did I go wrong. I need to understand where I was a mistake too, because I know I am a human being. I might have been wrong somewhere, somehow. I'm not perfect, but I need to understand where I went wrong. I need to understand also where something that was not in my control. And I need to learn how can I make it better that it doesn't reach that level the next time, and refrain from what happened, just to learn a lesson. What is this coming to teach me? What lesson is it coming to teach me? And that is most thing that when I have a challenge, I always look out for the lesson learned. That is my new me. And because I was not this way, if I have an emotion, I dive deep into it and I don't do anything, cry, just, crying is good. It helps me relieve, but I don't need to take too much time there crying, because time is money, time is going. I have to concentrate on what the lesson learned and how I can implement it to change myself. That's just something I have learned of recent. I don't want really to be in a negative side, most especially. I don't want. Sometimes my mind can take me there, but I can easily divert or ask myself why it happened. Why did it bring me in this side of thoughts? So I need to change. I talk to myself. I talk to myself because sometimes I need to affirm to myself, because I may forget that I am enough. Sometimes I forget that I can do a mistake and I can still change. I can improve. Sometimes I need to talk to myself to let myself know that others' opinion of me does not define me. And I also remind myself, I have to talk to myself. Sometimes I forget that I can still change for better, that I can do better, that there's a lot ahead of me. So I have to remind myself every now and then. So that helps me to turn my pain into power, to turn my pain into something positive that can help me and also can help others. I know sometimes it's very easy to say it, but it's a process. It's not something that happens in one day, but it is a process. It's a process that you can train your mind, you can train your thoughts to always think positive. And there are sometimes that you can feel not worthy, but don't let that take you long time. It has to be for short time. And as I said, it's for your own good. It's for your own good. So never hold someone in mind, never bottle up any emotions that are negative, never keep it, because it will burn you out, it will delay you, it will do a lot of negative impact on you. But if you truly love yourself, give yourself peace, let it go and let God. There is this saying, let go and let God take over. So channel into action, channel that into action. I told you how I started up doing some graphics, learning from Blue. I did not know anything. I never heard of Canva before, but I started learning slowly but slowly, and I designed some things, and it helps me divert the negative into the positive. So of the world's greatest success stories come from people who turned their struggles into purpose. Your struggle could turn you into a great purpose. So never concentrate on the negative side of it. Switch to the positive, because it will give you, first of all, peace of mind. It will give you joy. It will give you strength. And it is also to use to push towards create solution and build resilience in you. I just have my notes there. It can build resilience in you. So negative thoughts are energy. So you need to divert that energy into a positive side. So use to connect and inspire, use that energy, that what happened, to inspire others, to inspire yourself. You can inspire yourself, yeah. You can inspire yourself. So emotions influence our actions. We may act in a right way, or we can act in a wrong way if we didn't handle it very well. So I use my pain, my emotions as motivation to myself, that Sunday you can still do better. You are going through this because God wants you to write your story, to write what you have overcome. Sometimes that part we fail to get it. Do you know that? Sometimes we don't know that our struggle, our pain, the hardship you go through, it is part of your story. It's something that can make people relate to you. It can make people understand you, connect to you so easily, because it is your story, how you overcome. But everything we thought is negative, but sometimes we need to just get out and think, what good can I make out of this? What good can I make out of it? So my story, so many people knows, I like to refer to Nelson Mandela. Many people know how resilient he was, how determined he was, but he went through hell to get to where freedom for all South Africans and the rest, and even most African countries can relate to him. Now, he's no more, but his legacy lives. So sometimes what we go through is to write our story, is to shape it. It's not only for our own self, it's not only for my own self, but also for others that I will inspire with my story. My story is to help me inspire others and get others out of what they are going through. So people who turn hardships into driven purpose lives. I have this great motivational speaker, Lisa Nichols, when her ex-husband went to prison, and she didn't have even money to buy nappies for her son. Now she's one of the greatest wanted transformational speaker. So what she went through was not actually for her own self only, but also for others, because she is transforming a lot of lives with her speaking and life transformation courses and journey. He's helping people a lot in the world. So whatever that we go through has a purpose. So I have this reflection point here. Have you ever turned pain into motivation? Have you ever turned pain into motivation? I have. I have. What happened? Let us know on the comment section. What happened and how did you turn it? How did you turn your mind? How did you turn that pain into motivation? Let us know on the comment section. And I just wanted to remind you that this is a judgment-free zone. Here in this show, we share our thoughts, our hearts, we inspire, we educate, and we learn from one another. We don't judge. This is a judgment-free zone, just to clear the ground so you can know that when I am commenting here, I don't need to think twice whether I have to write it or not. But this is a judgment-free zone. So what one way can you use your emotion to fuel up your growth? For me, I divert and think what good can come out of me if I commit myself into doing something. I try to figure out what lesson I can learn through that hard time. I also figure out if I can understand myself better. Yeah. With the hard emotions, we find to understand ourselves better. We understand the level of our emotions, whether positive or negative, we can understand ourselves better. So let us know in the comment section. So the lesson that we have learned, I have my notes here, that the same emotion that breaks you down, that breaks you can build you if you learn to channel them in the right action. The same emotion that breaks you down, that broke your heart, can build your heart, can build you, can build your purpose. The same emotion that broke you down, that let you down, can lift you, because you can turn that into a story, inspiring story. You can write books about it, how you came out, your journey. And someone somewhere in another part of the world might be going through similar challenges and they don't know how they can get out. And that could be a great help unto them. So anything negative, you can often turn it into reality and to pick up your journey of transformation. I am so grateful that I'm able to talk about this, because it was something I was hesitant to talk about. I was not feeling, no, me? No, I am not yet out of that. But I am so grateful that since I started talking about it, today is the third day about emotions. I feel more peace. I feel more lighter. I feel more purpose. And I feel more refreshed. And I know that this is just the beginning of transformation. As we will reach to the last day 7, it will be on Monday up on this topic on emotions. I know so many things would have happened. So I just want to challenge you in any emotions that you have, or challenge that you got. Uh, Learn something, ask yourself what you can learn and do something better. And yes, started up something that can really change your life for good. So have a beautiful time. For those who wanted to know more about the online business, my link is below. It's on the comment section. It's also on the bio, www.sundayandjigoonline.com. Reach out and register with the names and email. And if you have more questions, please reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you get started. God bless you. Have a beautiful time. Bye.